Welcome to our channel World War II TAL. Everyone know about unknown history all.
Berlin, April 20th, 1945. The city that once stood as the proud heart of the Third Reich is now a graveyard of smoke and rubble. The streets echo with the rumble of Soviet artillery, drawing closer every hour. Civilians huddle in basements, praying the bombs miss their homes. In the Führer bunker, beneath the Reich Chancellery, Adolf Hitler turns 56 years old. Above ground, Berlin burns. Below ground, he still believes victory is possible. Around him sit his remaining loyalists, Joseph Goebbels, his wife Magda, and Martin Bormann. The mood is tense, but no one dares speak the truth aloud. General Wilhelm Keitel reports the grim reality. The Red Army has encircled Berlin. The Wehrmacht is exhausted, out of fuel, and out of hope. Hitler slams his fist on the table, screaming that Berlin will never surrender. The German soldiers must fight to the last man, the last bullet. As the world closed in, the bunker became a tomb of denial. The man who once commanded millions now commanded ghosts. Above ground chaos reigns. Thousands of civilians flee west, hoping to reach American lines before the Soviets arrive. Mothers clutch children, soldiers too young to shave are handed rifles and told to defend street corners. The Nazi regime's final order: no retreat, no surrender. Every bridge and intersection becomes a battlefield. The once brand boulevards of Berlin are choked with tanks, smoke, and despair. Meanwhile, Soviet Marshal Zhukov's forces tighten their grip. His troops advance block by block, paying in blood for every street. Stalin demands total victory. He wants Berlin before the Americans arrive. By nightfall, Hitler's generals secretly discuss reality. Berlin cannot be saved. Communications are collapsing, fuel depots destroyed, and ammunition nearly gone. But the orders from below ground remain unchanged. Fight to the end. Deep beneath the ruined chancellery, the Führer bunker feels less like a command post and more like a tomb. Concrete walls sweat moisture. Air is stale, filled with smoke and fear. Hitler paces endlessly, muttering about phantom armies that no longer exist. Eva Braun tries to bring moments of normalcy, a cup of tea, a radio broadcast of classical music, but even she knows the end has come. Goebbels writes propaganda speeches no one will ever hear. Magda Goebbels comforts her children, whispering that soon they'll go to a better world. Above ground, the Soviets have reached the city center. Artillery pounds the Reichstag, and Soviet troops are within a few hundred meters of the bunker. The earth shakes with every blast. Inside, Hitler receives reports of units that no longer exist. His commanders, terrified to speak the truth, continue to nod and salute. He still imagines armies that can push the Soviets back, divisions that were destroyed weeks ago. His world has collapsed, yet his delusion stands firm. Reality had died in that bunker long before Hitler did. What remained was the shadow of a man trapped in a world of lies of his own making. On April 28th, Hitler learns of Heinrich Himmler's betrayal. His most loyal SS commander has tried to negotiate with the Allies. Enraged, Hitler explodes into fury, calling Himmler a traitor, a coward. His dream of a 1,000-year Reich lies shattered. That night, he dictates his final will and political testament. In it, he blames the Jews, the Allies, and even his own generals for the downfall of Germany. He names Admiral Dönitz as his successor, ordering him to continue the fight, even as Berlin dies. Outside, fires turn the night sky crimson. The Red Army raises its flag over the Reichstag. Soviet troops find corpses of civilians, soldiers, and children, victims of a war long lost. Inside the bunker, Hitler knows the end is here. He calls for his dog Blondie and orders her poisoned, a test of the cyanide he will soon use himself. Morning. The bunker is eerily quiet. Hitler sits at his desk, dressed in a gray uniform he hasn't changed in days. Eva Braun wears a blue dress. Outside, the Soviets are only meters away. At 3:30 p.m., the final meal is served: spaghetti and salad. Hitler shakes hands with his secretaries, thanking them for their loyalty. "You've been brave," he tells them softly. "Now, it is time." He retires to his private room with Eva Braun. Minutes later, a single gunshot echoes through the bunker. Guards rush in. Hitler is dead, a bullet in his head. Eva lies beside him, cyanide glass still in her hand. Goebbels weeps. "The Führer is dead," he tells those remaining. The heart of Germany has stopped beating. Hours later, he and Magda kill their 6 children, then themselves. Above ground, Soviet troops storm the Chancellery ruins. By nightfall, Berlin has fallen. The Red Army finds only ashes, Hitler's body partially burned in the garden. The man who brought the world to his knees ended his life in a bunker of his own making, but the suffering he unleashed would echo for generations. May 2, 1945, Berlin surrenders. The once mighty Reich is gone. Across Europe, soldiers lay down their weapons. The war in Europe is over. But for millions, survivors of concentration camps, widows, orphans, and refugees, the real struggle is only beginning. Cities must be rebuilt. Humanity must find a way to heal. The fall of Berlin was not just the end of a war, it was the death of a nightmare. And from its ashes, the world swore never to forget.
Thank you for watching full video. Please like, comment, share, and never forget to subscribe our channel World War II, TAL, for upcoming new videos. Goodbye for today. Talk again in a new video with new story.